Hi, okay, this is a new part of this GRASS tutorial. Now we have a simple query S is a simple query script to query the area of a selected field and to create an output map as well as an output PNG file. Now let's see how to tune it up, how to make some modification, make it faster and more effective. That will closer, of course, to the method we have been used in City App application. So instead of calling GRASS always step by step, in each step calling GRASS directly, that would better to create a separate script which will run directly in the GRASS GIS. In this case, GRASS GIS only will launch once, allowing a far faster process than in this way. Let's see how to do it. First, have to read, of course, the variables from the user. And now, let those stored in a file. For this end, I will direct it into a separate file, which file will in this directory. Named as variables. Of course, resolution as well will encode and redirect it into this file, but in this case of course for the second line. So now there will a new file, in which file the first line will contain the category value the user want to query, and the second will contain the resolution defined by the user. Of course, that is the resolution for the output map. What if this map is already existing? First, that's why I have to remove this file. Now, this file will be removed if it exists. Then the user will query it, ask it to define category and resolution values, and those values will be stored in this file. Okay. And that is the processing. Now this processing part will copy it into a new file, creating a new file. Of course, for that file as well, it is necessary first to define its environment as this, and I will save it as simple query processing. That is now a new file. For this file, for this script, the resolution and cut value have to be read before. That's why I will say read these files where cut and resolution will be used. Let cut equal to the value of this expression. Type this, list the content of this file, pipe it to head, and select its first line. It means select the first line of this file, because the first line of this file has the category value. For resolution, the same. For resolution, the same, of course. But not the first, the second, the last line will be used instead of the head. The tail have to be written tail. Now the first line is the category and the second line is the resolution. And it will quite enough to remove first those items. Now only GRASS commands are in this file instead of GRASS calls. So GRASS is not called directly because this script will run directly in GRASS GIS. Named as simple query processing SH. Of course, first I have to set it as executable. Simple query processing sh. And this file will launched by the first script, the simple query, instead of the entire process. It will quite enough to say run GRASS GIS and execute this file, which file is in my home directory. Okay, and exit. Let's see if it is working or not. I hope yes. What is the cut number of the field? Oh, 23. The resolution value, 20 meters. Oh, syntax error, simple query, line 15, echo the resolution, of course. 34, that's 24. What is the resolution value? 30. Execution, but it is, oh, another problem. That's okay now. Let's see. What is this? 30. The resolution value 20. Oh, and it is running. We have the area. It was far faster than it was before, because of course now this script runs only one in GRASS GIS. GRASS GIS launched only once, executing this script. And that's why, of course, we have some new files as well. So first, there is a separate file to communicate the user, asking for variable values, and those variables will be stored in a separate file. This file will be removed if exists, then creating again to store those values. Then the simple query will launch simple query processing, and this will use these variables for creating a result. And of course it is now very fast, because GRASS GIS is only launched once during the entire process. 1. What is the resolution? 20. Faster, and of course it is working. Very good. So of course CityApp application follows the same method. CityApp, there are scripts, which scripts are in modules and module subdirectories. For example, CityApp module 2b. There is a CityApp module 2b and a CityApp module 2b query process. The same method, a script to get values, get variable values from the user, and the other processing the data. If there are any files, those files, value files, parameter files, temporary files, are stored in the directory of the current module, in this case module 2b. When there are global variables, which variables would be used by other modules, those are under shared variables. For example, rows, resolution, that is a simple file storing the resolution for raster operations, or anything else. Messages as well stored in a separate subdirectory, and those will used line by line by the currently running script. That's all.